there's definitely a couple up there, and he was on your podcast not so long ago, Mark Reynolds.
He was brilliant, eh?
Oh, he was good, man. He was good.
Him and Adam Rooney. Adam Rooney's definitely up there. He still wears his, like, I think he wears his kids, like his tracksuits and stuff. And Mark Reynolds, he still wears his Ric Flair jeans and stuff. And
mate, that's worse, isn't it? Oh, boot cuts and all that.
He still dresses like a dad. Do you know what I mean? I thought he'd come out of his maybe youth or something, but nah, no chance.
Brilliant.
Oh Jesus. I've got a couple. Willow Flood and Barry Robson. That's two of the moniest. Like every day, like Willow Flood.
You played with them at two different clubs and all. Jesus Christ!
I get them mixed up sometimes. I know, by the way.
What a nightmare.
The thing is that Willow Flood and Robbo, like they were like good mates, but they absolutely hated each other. Like they were always constantly like on each other. Like it was like a love-hate relationship. But Willow Flood and Barry Robson, the two of the moniest people you could ever play with, but two people that you wanted in your team all day long. Don't know, probably Andy Considine, Big Ash Taylor, guys like that, I think, but definitely not Johnny Hayes. He'd just run away.
Aye, after he put a shite in your pocket.
I think that side story might come out later. I think.
Yes.
There was a guy I played with at Celtic, a boy, Danny Fox. He was a good looking boy, Scouse boy.
Left back.
Yeah, left back. Danny Fox, he was a real good looking boy. But another one as well, I think Freddie Lundberg back in his day, even though he was a short stint in Celtic, he's probably a real good looking boy. But it's funny, you speak about Freddie Lundberg. I remember you used to see him in these Calvin Klein adverts, and you used to see him with these big massive like tattoos like just above his private area, and like they were like, I don't know, they were like tattoos of maybe like two pumas or something. You think, it looks cool or whatever. You see him in his Calvin Klein's pulling it off, but when he's at Celtic, he didn't actually have them tattoos. He obviously put the tattoos on his body for these adverts.
Got them out his chewing gum packet.
Johnny Hayes, 100%. He's just, even when he left Aberdeen, first of all, I think he spoke to Derek McInnes every day, and it was just adamant that was always going to happen if he ever did leave Celtic, that he was coming back. And he's just like his wee yes man. He's just his go-to man. He's in his pocket, and he thinks he's manager most of the time. Johnny, like he's nearly picking the team for him. I think. Yeah, definitely Johnny Hayes. He's definitely the gaffer's boy. I think I've always said this: the most naturally gifted. I know it's not maybe like it is skill in a way, but naturally gifted is definitely Paddy McCourt. Paddy McCourt was one of the best players I've ever played with. I was quite lucky because I signed for Derry City. I knew nothing about him. I walked in, I just seen this big fuzzball. I just seen this big flock of hair. And once we started training, it's like, wow, this boy's like a joke. He's sensational, unbelievable. He was quicker with the ball than he was without the ball. He just made people for fun in training. And then just his natural ability was just sensational, and he's always been the most naturally gifted player that I've ever played with. Skillful, like I like to probably James Maddison was skillful. A short stint at Aberdeen, you just knew he was going to go on to bigger and better things. There's a young lad at the moment, Connor McLennan. He's got all the attributes in the world just to go on and kick on. He's only like 19, 20, but skillful. He's like you have a lot of players. Like for me, like I'm just basic and stuff and keep things simple, keep things right. You have a wee trick up your sleeve. You have these players that are unbelievable step overs, etc. But up there, Paddy McCourt definitely he's been the most skillful and most naturally talented for sure.
Is he still playing now, Paddy McCourt?
No, he's retired. He's done his coaching badges and he's back out there. He said he's working in team management now back there, which is good. And I think he's always been interested in football. He always had a good knowledge of the game. I've shared a room with him for years, and he was always just keen on doing something like that. And thankfully, he's went on to sort of do that. But you look at his goals he scored over the years, and even how he was in training and stuff. And
I don't think he ever scored a goal when he ran any less than 45 yards with the ball. What he's speaking, you know what I mean?
Even when he came back after leaving Celtic and stuff, when he came back and played in Ireland for a bit, there was a goal and he must have took it around about 7 or 8 players and just put it in the bottom corner. Thinking, wow, that's just sensational. It was just a pleasure to play with Paddy, and thankfully he's went on and he's done his coaching badges and he's moving into sort of maybe management now in the next few years, I'd imagine. Worst trainer? Kyle Lafferty. The big man, he's just like a guy that you think, he's just in on trial every day. There's some guy he just lifted him off the week and he's put him into the squad. But on this day, he for Northern Ireland, he was brilliant for us in the European Championship run that we got the Euros. He was sensational. Anything he touched just went in the goal. But regarding training, oh my God, he was terrible. He was playing with trampolines on his feet.
Well, I thought I seen him was he on trial at somebody recently? I seen something in the news about him recently. I can't remember what it was. Where's he away?
He's more clubs than Tiger Woods. So he ended up.
Aye.
He's been in Italy a few times in different countries. So he signed for that Regina team.
Aye. I think he's left him, isn't he? Just in the last week or so, I think he left him.
Yeah, he's left a few weeks ago, so he's out of contract, so he's a free agent, so 100% he'll probably be back in Scotland shortly.
Aye, he could be back. He could maybe be back at Hearts, would you think?
Hearts, maybe.
Aye.
Or a Dundee United or somebody like that. You can see him at one of these.
Somebody will take a chance on him, he's got all the attributes. Somebody will just take a chance on him, because I thought he was brilliant for Hearts when he played for Hearts before he went to Rangers. Obviously, he got his move to Rangers then. Big Josh McGinnis.
Aye.
He's probably team nights out, he would probably drink the most, but he would never contribute. He would always shy away from maybe even coffees and teas and stuff like that. He would always be at the forefront of being the first man there, but he would never pay. Never.
See, you just cut you off there. See, you said you're 33. I know it's weird because see, when I think of you, and there's other players like, I know you still think you're dead young, a young player. Do you ever get that with some players where you just go, he's young? You're not saying that you're old, but it's like
you're only as young as sort of like how you feel as like your body.
It's like Matt Butchell's still young to me. Do you know what I mean?
Matt Butchell.
I think you like your Kyle Lafferty's and I like your Josh McGinnis, especially in the Northern Ireland setup. Them two guys are just constantly the jokers of the pack. Club football, it's like. We've had a few over years. Like Scott Brown was always up to madness, and likes of Johnny Hayes and stuff. And Johnny's just can be a wee horrible human at times. You just don't mess with him. If you do something bad on him, you know it's coming 10 times worse. And that's why I've always thought we've been good friends. And I never gotten the bad side of him. Don't know.
I'm gonna cut this question out, man. Fucking
no.
It's like MD has played with Rangers. It's easy because they just say McGregor.
Aye,
but
you
I
say
feel as
Alan
if for
McGregor.
anybody else, it's like
it's one of those ones you have to be careful as well, isn't it?
exactly.
see the young lads coming through now, and teams like there's a couple of young lads at Aberdeen. Like I probably can't say names, but I think it's just with the times that we're moving forward in with social media, etc. And probably like dating apps and stuff, how easy it is for maybe the younger lads to obviously meet people. Obviously they have their nights out and stuff, but it's a thought of like maybe sending a message and all of a sudden you're probably meeting these girls. So I think it's just a younger generation now, but I had a few at Celtic and we definitely have a few at Aberdeen, but I probably can't name any names.
That's alright, yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, no, well, there's been so many good players I've played with, like to name a few, like such as like say in the Northern Ireland setup, you've got like Johnny Evans, you've got like Steve Davis, David Healy, obviously back in the day when I sort of came into the squad, Aaron Hughes, just all sort of good pros. It sounded like I had obviously Scott Brown and Robbie Keane was there for a short stint, with who he was brilliant. But the most naturally gifted, as I said earlier, was definitely the best player. It was probably Paddy McCourt, and a guy another person like Aidan McGeady was sensational. With 2 feet, he was just an absolute joy to train with, and obviously just work with. And another one probably stands out there. He was obviously there for a short stint when I was there, and then obviously moved on. But regarding training and even obviously playing on the big stage, but he used to never give the ball away in like the boxes we always used to do with Nakamura, and he was just he was a shambles. He was very good.
Aye.
That player.
See, Nakamura is one of the ones, if you're a Celtic fan, he's in your old team, all-time 11, isn't he, mate? Nakamura.
Shut up, Stevie. Shut the fuck up, you bastard.
We had a top 11 one day. We sat and spoke about our top players, mate. I'm a Rangers fan, Grayl's a Rangers fan, and Toll's a Celtic fan, as you can see there. And he put Scott Sinclair in ahead of Nakamura.
You know, want to know why? Because I completely forgot about Nakamura.
So that's teammates finished. Cheers, Niall. We'll move on now.
That's him cut off.